Hi, I'm Eric D'Amato,
And I'm Classic Gamer.
and welcome back to another Monkey Island game.
Yes,
LeChuck's
Monkey
Revenge
Island 2.
2 Special Edition. So, no, it's LeChuck's Revenge Monkey Island Special Edition 2, technically.
Yes.
With a much
That's
less
a bit of a...
abusively loud opening screen. Let's go. Hey, it's a narwhal.
Oh, yeah.
It's Boreas. Already this looks a lot better.
Well. Guybrush Threepwood,
Graphically.
you do turn up in the strangest places.
Hi, Elaine. Do you think you could help me out?
How did you get into this mess?
It's kind of a long story.
Oh, that's okay. I've got time.
Hanging from ropes, you want to tell the story?
It all started on Scab Island. Some of my admiring fans had pressured me into telling my LeChuck evaporating story once again.
Deep in the Caribbean, Scab Island.
Is scab a term? For like, because I know Scum is the program the games are coded in.
Bilious bag of barnacle bait, and then LeChuck cries, "Guybrush, have mercy!"
I'll explain after we hear this.
I think I know how he must have felt.
Yeah, if I hear this story one more time, I'm gonna be crying myself.
Don't you have any new stories?
Well, actually, that's why I'm here on Scab Island. I'm on a whole new adventure.
Growing a mustache?
No, bigger than that.
A beard?
No, I'm in search of treasure. The biggest treasure of them all. A treasure so valuable and so well hidden that it haunts the dreams of every pirate on the seas.
You mean
Big whoop?
None other.
Then why'd you come here? There's no treasure on Scab Island.
Well, I didn't know that before. Now I'm trying to charter a ship and look someplace else. When I return, I'll have riches galore and a whole new story.
Or you'll have died trying.
either way, we won't have to hear about LeChuck anymore.
Steam and weenies.
Ha! Those guys wouldn't know a good story even if they paid $50 for it. When I find Big Whoop, I'll become a legend among pirates for generations to come. I can only charter a ship and get off this stinking island.
Like, there are many reasons I like the look of this game more already. Part 1, the Largo embargo.
So you're gonna like our objective for this part 1. I can see it now.
But
You're gonna what we have to do for this first part. You're gonna like it.
we're not going to be fucking with audio commentary because
No.
well, this is my first time going through this game. But the reason I prefer this already is he has the beard. Like, not only does it look, just the graphical style looks better, but Guybrush himself, he's got the coat, he's got the boots, he's got the beard, kind of beard scruff. He looks more. I want to.
Just yet.
Okay, I want to step on his throat less.
Pick up the sign
Welcome
first.
to Woodtick. No treasure hunting zone. Oops, I
So-
think I broke the sign.
The thing that you're using to pick up things, like that little compass,
Yeah.
that's literally like kind of what the third game also looks like as well. It uses a
I
similar
better not do any more
concept,
damage.
Okay.
which I think. So if you, I can't remember how you get in the inventory, so you might have to look that up
Oops,
in the options.
excuse me.
Out of my way, fancy pants! On second thought, stop right there! You ain't from these parts, are you? This is a toll bridge. You gotta pay.
Who's gonna make me, Shorty?
Tough guy, huh?
Help! Police!
Scream as loud as you want. There's no police on Scab Island.
Then who eats the donuts and roughs up the transients?
I roughs up on needs roughing up on this island.
Whoa!
Hey, you're loaded. This is my lucky night. Remember, wherever you go, on sea or on land, you can't ever hide from Largo LeGrand.
It's funny because he's short and his name means big.
Tough town. I guess I should have got those traveler's checks.
Right, first things first.
Is that a frog?
Go go out to the right of the screen and go to the map. There's a part where the place we want to go to first. So we want to go to the swamp, which is that's it.
Are we going to meet the voodoo woman in the swamp?
You'll see.
Yes,
I can't remember how you change. I can't remember how you change back to the other graphics, but I don't know if you wanted to see
International
what they
House
look like.
of Mojo.
I think it's actually a menu option in this. Well, I guess not.
Controls? Oh, okay. I'm trying to remember how you go back to the other graphics. Switch. Oh, F1. F1 is switch graphics. So I don't know if you wanted to have a look what they look like. It's not bad. They have kept it very, very similar, haven't they? You can see it is. They haven't changed much. Which is one thing I like about it. They've just improved what needs to be improved. You want to get in the coffin.
I don't want to touch it with my hands. Creepy, but apparently seaworthy. I don't want to pull it out of the water. It might be covered with jellyfish and swampy parasites.
You're a swampy parasite. Alright, we're gonna dead man's chest this.
Go all the way to the right.
Dun 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 dun. I gotta say, that is one of my, like, that is such a good Jack Sparrow introduction. Just there's the coffin, the seagull lands on the coffin, and then the gun shoots the seagull. And then the hand with the gun comes out and looks around like it can actually see. And then Jack Sparrow bursts out.
I think my favourite bit of where he goes into the town is when he sees the pirates hanging, and he takes off his hat and just puts it across his chest and just like.
That's the first one.
Yeah, the first one. Yeah.
I don't think I'm qualified to handle them. And anyway, they're gross.
Oh, there's
They're
some string
unlabeled.
on the table there. Picked up.
I'll just
So
take a little.
as you can see, when it wants you to pull something, it will give the option to
It
pull
appears to be
or
bolted
push,
to the table.
which I think is so much
It
better.
appears to be bolted to the table.
Can you not pick up the
Display
string?
model.
Or have you got the string already? Oh, okay, fair enough.
No thanks. I don't need it.
I will determine what you need.
Bat wax.
Na 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 bat wax.
I don't think I'm qualified to handle them.
Now, if we
Anyway,
could just get
they're
some of that
gross.
shark-repelling bat spray. Voodoo lady!
Guybrush Threepwood. It's been a long time since you last came to see me.
How's business?
Very good. Many hexes this week. Saved many people from the evil eye. Made many pieces of 8. Although Largo took most of them.
8 pieces of whatever we happen to have in our pockets at the time. Doesn't sound very piratey now, does it?
Oh, that's very piratey.
Tell me about this Largo guy.
So just
He's
change
a
the
weak
name.
little man who bullies this whole island around. Most people are afraid of him because he was once LeChuck's right-hand man.
Yeah, but LeChuck's history. I got rid of him myself.
True evil can never be destroyed completely. You will see.
Why don't you just put a curse on Largo?
I've tried. My most powerful magic lies in voodoo dolls. But to make an effective doll, I need some items from Largo's person, and no one's brave enough to go get them for me.
What kind of ingredients do you need for the doll?
Are you willing to help me make one?
Maybe?
To make it work, you need to bring me some personal artifacts of the victim. one from each of the 4 basic voodoo groups. Something of the thread, something of the head, something of the body, and something of the dead.
Hey, that almost rhymes.
For the thread, I need a piece of Largo's clothing, and a lock of hair will do for the head. Bring me a sample of fluid from his body, and from his dead relatives, you must acquire some remnant of a corpse. Here, take this shopping list.
Thanks.
Now go.
Arr, matey.
So I just knew when we started this, because I remember that we have to make this voodoo doll, that it's something that you were going to be excited for.
Yeah, I like voodoo. Well, I'm not a practitioner. I just find it so amazingly fascinating.
Yeah, but the fact that you can make an actual voodoo doll, I just thought he's going to like that. So I have got.
I would like to remind people you cannot practice. You can practice voodoo, but you cannot do voodoo. Voodoo's the religion. You can do hoodoo or grigri.
I've not heard of Greek D.
Grigri is voodoo charms. It's like protection against stuff. Whereas hoodoo is like a spell.
So we do have to find his relative's grave somewhere in the
The
cemetery.
Ricketts. No trespassing.
I believe it's up on the hill,
It
but I
looks
don't know
like
if we
it's
can
been
get it
sealed
yet.
shut.
Right at the back of the cemetery.
Stan's Cozy Crypts. A place to spend eternity, not a fortune. It's locked shut with a big rusty lock. The Quagmires. No trespassing.
Giggity.
It looks like it's been sealed shut. Here lies Hank Plank. Does anybody recognize that name? He didn't have any money on him when he died, and somebody's got to pay for the funeral. Stan.
No, not Stan.
Yep, we do
Stan's
see
Casual
Stan in this
Crosses,
game.
for graves that don't need to dress up. Stan's Casual Crosses, for graves that don't need to dress up. Stan's Casual Crosses. Stan's Casual Crosses, for graves
I like
that don't
this.
need to dress up.
Like
Yeah.
an anchor kind of worked into a crucifix shape.
It looks like a person as well, for me.
Warning.
A little bit.
Quarantine tomb.
Huh.
Inhabitants died of green tongue fever. Warning. Quarantine tomb. Inhabitants died of green tongue fever. It looks like it's been sealed shut. But then again, why would I want to go in there?
Because I told you to.
The Grouts. No trespassing. These spots reserved for our privileged future customers. The grave of the unknown pirate.
So one of these is when we get the
No man commanded Jean-Louis.
one of the items
Not on
from.
land and not on water. John did
I
whatever
think
he
it might
could
be the,
please
the last
until he kissed the,
the one
gunner's
to the
daughter.
left. Not the one you're on, the next one along.
There once was a girl named Carrie who thought that she soon should marry. She went into town and flirted around. She didn't get wed. She got buried.
I like funny tombstones.
Marco Largo Legrand. Hell on sea or sand. The good news is he's dead. The bad news is he bred. This is
Oh,
crazy
it's-
feeling.
It's so much better the way that you can do it there. Like you, instead of like in the first game, if you remember, you couldn't really pick up the item and take it out of the inventory. In this, you drag it out.
I'd swear on my grandfather's grave, something weird is going on.
So I don't know if you saw
Nice.
that. I don't know if you saw in his room there that there was a toupee on the dresser.
I did not.
Oh, well, there was a toupee on the dresser, and that's where we get the head item from. But I think you're going
Hold
to be
on.
quite.
That wouldn't work. That's
It
not
would?
his hair. It's not. There's no magic in that.
Oh, you'll see. Remember what happened when we found the wig in Broken Sword 3?
Yes.
And there were some hairs inside it?
Yeah, actually, yes, I do.
that concept. Think of that. That's what you get.
Woodsmith.
It says Woody.
That's me.
I can't move it. I'm not holding it.
Get away from there. It's not a toy.
Oh boy, it's Buzzsaw Girl.
No one touches her but me. Oh, no, you don't. No one touches her but me. Oh, no, you don't. Everything's laid out just how I need it.
Nice sturdy workbench.
Everything's laid out just how I need it. Hey, don't touch that. Everything's laid out just how I need it. Hey, don't touch that. Everything's laid out just how I need it. Oh, no, you don't. Everything's laid out just how I need it.
I don't think you'd like that. I don't think you'd like that.
Yeah?
What's the problem with that Largo guy?
He really goes against my grain.
Yeah, wood
I'd like to
puns.
make an end table out of him,
Yeah.
but I don't have the guts. With all my tools, I'm still unable to create the one thing that could do this island some good.
Like an all-night tattoo parlor?
No, like a voodoo doll of Largo Legrand.
Oh. Nice apron. Are you some sort of chef?
No, I'm a woodsmith, which gives one of us an excuse for dressing funny.
Okay, there's you missed a joke here.
What the game did, or I did?
The game did. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if LeChuck was a woodchuck?
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
A woodchuck could chuck no amount of wood since a woodchuck can't chuck wood.
But if a woodchuck could chuck and would chuck some amount of wood, what amount of wood would a woodchuck chuck?
Even if a woodchuck could chuck wood, and even if a woodchuck would chuck wood, should a woodchuck chuck wood?
A woodchuck should chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood, as long as a woodchuck would chuck wood.
Oh, shut up.
I'd like to look around a bit.
Sure thing.
Right, there's nothing else.
Pounds and pounds of nails.
I need all of them.
What's so funny?
This fucking woodchuck, like the philosophy, turning that simple fucking tongue twister into a philosophical discussion.
I can't move it.
What do you think you're doing? I need all of them.
You're enjoying this one a lot more, aren't you? Great start.
That doesn't seem to work.
Also, I don't know why it's so. The fact that you're calling a carpenter a woodsmith is also fucking hilarious.
So we want to go into the one, not into that hatch yet. We want to go in that door first. The
Did
door
that
is-
say the bloody lip or the bloody geo?
I'm not sure. I can't really tell. Not in the hatch yet. Go in the door behind you. That's it. We want to grab something in there first.
Hello.
Hi, cartographer.
Reminds me of a dollhouse I once had.
Right,
I
when he
mean, my,
takes his monogram
sister
out,
once
grab
had.
it.
Nice monocle.
Thanks. I can't see a thing without it.
Hey, where's my monocle? I can't see a thing without me monocle.
There should be some paper on one
Where
of the.
is that thing?
Reminds me of a dollhouse I once had. It's too small. Reminds me of a dollhouse I once had. I mean, my, sister once had.
I swear I put it right here.
I can't reach it.
I think there's some
Nice
paper
map.
on the
Yeah.
things behind you.
I hope I didn't
That's it.
lose
Pile of
it.
paper. Grab the paper.
It's a pile of blank paper.
I'll never be able to afford a new one.
I've got enough.
How am I supposed to work? Dang,
I'm not dressed for wrestling.
I'm such a dope.
Poor guy.
Can't I do anything right?
No.
Excuse me.
Who's there? I can't see anything without my monocle.
Hi, I'm Guybrush Threepwood, LeChuck busting stud.
Uh-huh. Oh, shoot.
Excuse me.
Who's there? I can't see anything without my monocle.
Excuse me. Do you know anything about Big Whoop?
Uh-oh, who sent you here? I should warn you. I'm heavily armed.
I was sent by the IRS. Let me see your files.
The who? You better not try for my files. All my research on Big Whoop is in there.
Are you looking for Big Whoop too?
Well, I haven't really been able to find out much hard information. What do you know about it?
I know I'm looking for it, and that's about it.
You mean you never heard of the 4 men who buried it?
No. Tell me all about it.
Well, all anyone knows for sure is that there was a shipwreck. The merchant vessel Elaine went down in a terrible storm.
Elaine?
Only 4 crew members survived. They washed up on a remote deserted island. Some say its name was Inky Island, but I don't believe that.
Was it Monkey Island?
I think so.
Well, why don't you believe it?
Because there's no such island. Anyway, that's where they supposedly found Big Whoop.
But what is Big Whoop?
Whatever it was so wonderful, or so horrible, that they never wanted anyone else to find it. So, they took the map they made of the island and split it up among the 4 of them, and they all went their separate ways.
Wow. That's some story.
Of course, it could just be an old legend, but if I could just see the map of that island, I bet I could recognize the shape of the land and track it down myself.
My name's Guybrush. Who are you?
Wally B. Feed, at your service.
What exactly do you do here?
I'm a cartographer.
You do open heart surgery? In here?
No, I'm the map-making sort of cartographer.
Oh. What kind of maps do you make?
Every kind a pirate could need. My eyes have seen the whole world, and there's not a part of it I haven't put down on paper. Maps are very, very important.
You know anything about this Largo guy?
He's just the local hood, shakes down everybody in town. Nobody comes or goes from Scab because Largo makes them pay through the nose.
Yeah, tell me about it. Where's the governor's mansion?
There is no governor on Scab. This is an anarchist cooperative of pirates, cutthroats, and other criminals. A haven for roughnecks and rebels like me. The only authority on this island is that bully Largo.
I'm looking for some room and board.
Well, I hear there's a new chef down at the Bloody Lip. And the Swamp Rot Inn has all the comforts of the sea. But I think Largo's booked the whole thing.
How can I get off this island as soon as possible?
Good luck. With the sailing embargo Largo's imposed on Scab, it's hard to get anywhere. Which doesn't help my business, let me tell you.
Thanks for the lowdown.
Anytime.
Why has no one just shot him?
I don't know.
Is longitude the sideways one, or is that latitude? I can never remember which is which.
It's so cute when you lay people try to understand geography. I could try to explain it, but it would probably just go over your head.
You know, I could just sit and talk about maps all day.
Hey, me too.
Is that all you do? Make maps?
Well, I do some restoration work too. I paste them together, recopy them, paint little cupids in the corners. You know, artsy-fartsy stuff. Maps are very, very important.
Actually, I prefer to just stop and ask directions.
That's what Magellan thought. Sorry, cartographer joke.
He had a monocle back for a second.
Yeah,
You know,
I saw
could
that.
just sit and talk
It's
about
weird.
maps all day.
Who couldn't?
Only sissies use maps.
Maps are very, very important.
Not to me. I don't travel.
That's even better. With good maps, you can see the whole world without leaving your living room.
Would you mind if I just looked around?
Oh, no, be my guest. If you see my monocle, let me know. I bet my mom would help me find it if she were alive.
Nice map.
Drew it myself.
Nice map.
For crying out loud. Uh-huh. I hope it didn't roll onto the floor. Nobody move.
Hi, Wally.
Who's there? I can't see anything without my monocle.
Would you mind if I just looked around?
No, be my guest. If you see my monocle, let me know.
Nobody
We
move.
can leave.
Drop me brine.
I can't believe somebody would steal it.
I can. So the first thing you want to do is go down to where the hatch is. Go. You see the window to the left? There's a window to the left. That's it. That one. You want to go in there first. And grab the knife. And then leave the same way. And then go down the hatch. Hatch.
Excuse me.
Yeah, boy?
How's business?
It's just terrible. No one ever comes down here anymore. Largo's got all my regulars spooked. You know, I can mix any drink there is, make anything you could name, but I can't make the one thing that could really do this island some good.
What's that?
A voodoo doll of Largo LeGrand.
Oh, here he is.
Uh-oh.
Give me my usual and put it in a real glass. Fork over the dough or you'll be serving Bloody Marys for a week. From your nose.
That's all I have.
Well, you better have more tomorrow, or we might have to move this dump to a new location. Like, say, the bottom of the ocean.
Boy, you just gave him all your money?
I don't want to talk about it.
Right, now use the bit of
That
paper
was
on
a
the spit.
fucking clue.
And now we've got 2 parts of the voodoo doll now.
We also have a very important clue for later in the game.
Do we?
Yes. Green drink makes spit thick.
Ah, yes. We do have to do something with spitting later.
What is he using to clean those glasses? Excuse me.
Yeah, boy?
Want to see my scar?
Depends. Is there a good story behind it?
As a matter of fact, there is. It's a story of the ghost pirate LeChuck and his gruesome demise.
Heard it. This is the one where he drinks too much root beer and burps so hard he explodes, right?
Not exactly.
Frankly, I don't care much for stories that promote moderation in drinking. I do have a business to run, you know.
It's a really good point.
Grog, please. Shaken, not stirred.
Maybe you'd like a Shirley Temple instead.
I'm old enough. Look at my beard.
Ha! That's the oldest trick in the book. Tell you what, I'll let you have some near grog. Doesn't have any alcohol in it, but it's just as nasty smelling and foul tasting as that stuff grown-ups drink.
Right on.
Oh, wait. What am I saying? I just sold the last of it to Kate. Sorry.
Rats.
Of course, if you have some ID.
Who's this Kate person you mentioned?
Ah, the courageous Captain Kate Capsize. Tough as steel, sharp as nails. She rents her ship out, does some freelance pirating. Her only loyalty is to the highest bidder. Don't get on her bad side.
Grog, please.
I'll need to see some ID for that.
I must have left my ID in my other pants.
You'll have to do better than that. No ID, no service.
I should have listened to my mother. I should have practiced. I should have listened to my mother. I should have practiced. I should have listened to my mother.
What's
I
that
should
sign
have
on top of it?
Hey, hired help only.
It reads JoJo, appearing nightly, no cover charge. Better leave it there. Don't want to hurt business.
Right, we want to leave now.
There's a metronome.
It's a metronome. No thanks. Too many bad memories of piano lessons.
Reminds me of like Goosebumps episode or the whatever.
Piano
I think
lessons can be
Goosebumps.
murder.
It was that one where the old man was
Likes to cut people's
trying-
hands off.
Yeah.
That's not a. That's
And then
one
at
of
the
the
end-
not so good
and then at the-
episodes.
Yeah, and then at the end, the ghost was making him play. You want to go to the one on the left first? That's it, that one first.
Oh, isn't that cute? I could lose a finger doing that. I could lose a finger doing that. I could lose a finger doing that.
Guy's casting a spell.
Only one guest.
Yes, but that dang Largo eats like 30.
I'd have to have a room first. You're supposed to leave these things open. Busy guy. Excuse me, I'd like a room, please.
Sorry, we only have one and it's full. Hold it right there. That's a private room. No going up there.
Okay, so we have a knife,
Excuse me.
and there's an
I'd like a
alligator
room,
there
please.
tied to a rope
Sorry,
with a rope.
We only have
What do you
one
think you
and
need
it's
to do?
full.
Not with the innkeeper.
Well, I thought I could use the knife on the innkeeper.
No. You have to
My
use it on the rope
scoutmaster
with the
would kill me
alligator.
if he saw me use a knife like that. I think all he wants right now is sleep.
Give knife to alligator. Here, alligator, you want to be even more dangerous?
Hey, how'd old Pegbiter get loose? I'd better go catch him before he catches somebody else.
Right, now we can go inside the
I don't want to
Right.
steal his bell. I feel bad enough setting his alligator free.
You see that toupee on the top of the dresser? That's what you want to grab.
I don't think I should do that.
Oh, concept art.
Who
unlocked.
let you into my room?
I, thought it was my room?
Well, it ain't. So get the out of here.
I forgot that.
I just need clothing.
Yes. Right, we want to go
Cheese
to the.
squiggles. One of my favorites.
We want to go out and then go to the laundry, which is the one at the back where you were going to go before you went in here. There you go. That's the one.
They're sleeping peacefully. Wake up!
What is it?
Did you ever get that circus started?
Do we know you?
I'm Guybrush. You tried to sell me the minutes of a PTA meeting in the last game, claiming it was a map?
Map? I don't know what you're talking about.
No, really.
Why did you wake us up, Gorbush?
What happened to your leg?
It happened during a performance.
That's what we do for a living now.
You see, after our circus failed, we started a pirate catering business on nearby Fat Island.
The sacking lunch. It was quite lucrative.
Huh.
Why aren't you still doing that?
The governor of the island made us an offer we, couldn't refuse. So, we sold him the business.
What did you do with the money?
We sank the money into one of those newfangled glass-bottom boats
We wanted to take passengers on sightseeing trips.
and search for a place called Drinky Island in our spare time.
Boy, did we ever want to get there.
Aside from the obvious reason, we had inside information that Drinky was in fact the resting place of the legendary treasure of Big Whoop.
Big Whoop? I'm looking for that too.
Well, I hope your luck is better than ours.
You see, we got a bit of a raw deal on the boat.
Seems the salesman didn't have any glass for the bottom, so he just left a gaping hole there.
By the time we noticed, we were taking on water, fast.
We ended up stranded on a tiny desert island.
When did we get to the performing part?
We met a philosopher on the island, and he told us something which changed our lives.
That you're a pack of loonies?
He told us that all the world is a stage and that we are merely players. So, we became performance artists.
Shakespeare.
When he lost the leg, Frank was brilliantly showing the inseparability of the path man walks from the food chain.
The symbolism of the cheese was essential. You know, this leg is looking sort of dingy. Would you get some polish over at the Woodsmiths and polish it for me?
Sure.
Thanks. Here's some money for the polish.
Is that your rat?
Yes, we call him Munster Monster because of his insatiable passion for cheese.
Talking to these three makes me feel like I'm losing my mind.
I forgot. I didn't know that they were the three from the last game. I've
Yeah,
played this game
because they look very different, and he's not
Yeah, they
rocking
do.
back and forth on a barrel.
Yeah, and the guy in the middle isn't doing that weird sound that he was doing that made
What are
the
you
other
guys
guy
doing up
hit
there?
him.
We're performing.
That's right, performing. In our current work, we portray man's response to global environmental issues of a changing world.
How come you have to perform on that ledge?
To show the precarious nature of the situation, so to speak.
Right, right.
I think you're overlooking the potential symbolism to be gained by your closeness to the Earth.
But,
All right, you got us. We're really up here because...
well, we're afraid to come down.
What?
What's the word for it, Frank?
Terraformophobia?
It's the opposite of acrophobia. Something like orcaphobia.
Fear of killer whales?
Say what you will, we're not coming down.
See you later.
We can scarcely contain our anticipation.
Okay, pick up the bucket now.
It won't fit in my pocket.
Yeah, but the bucket will.
Wow.
All right, cool, great.
That
Leave
box
that
with
alone.
Sorry, is this your bucket?
Well,
No.
So you won't mind if I take it?
I guess not.
Okay, so we will do something with that box that you tried to pick up a second ago, and it will come into play later.
No ticket, no laundry.
He looks nice enough. What do you know about Largo Legrand?
I don't know anything about cargo or contraband. I'm clean, clean, clean.
Who are you?
Sure, Sonny, I can get out stew. That's easy. I can also extract grog, spit, and swamp mud. That's because I'm Mad Marty. I'm mad about getting your clothes as clean as they can be.
I got a laundry type question.
Shoot.
He understood that, Bart.
Would you be able to get out ketchup?
Get out, catch up. What do you want me to do?
Nothing. I've got a laundry type question.
Shoot.
Do you do alterations here?
Alterations? You mean change the numbers on your food stamps? You got some nerve.
I'm sorry. I'd like to pick up some clothes.
You have your claim ticket, Sonny.
Look at the bottom one. No, I don't have my claim ticket.
I lost it while being keel hauled.
Your dog got mauled? What does that have to do with a claim ticket?
Oh, never mind. I'd like to pick up some clothes.
You have your claim ticket, Sonny.
It was stolen.
Taking it bowling was a dumb thing to do.
I'd like to pick up some clothes.
You have your claim ticket, Sonny.
I must have left it in my other pants.
Why'd you trade it for chocolate-covered ants?
I'd like to pick up some clothes.
You have your claim ticket, Sonny.
I dropped it in my grog and it melted.
Log welted it? Well, now that is a good excuse, but I can't give you your clothes without a claim ticket.
I'd like to pick up some clothes.
You have your claim ticket, Sonny.
Mom threw it out when she cleaned my room.
What? You beat your mom with a broom? You should treat her better than that.
I'd like to pick up some clothes.
You have your claim ticket, Sonny.
No, I don't have my claim ticket.
You don't have to shout at me. I can hear you. But I can't give you your clothes without a claim ticket.
Oops, I thought I wanted to talk to you, but I don't.
Alright, now we want to go back to the swamp.
No, we don't clean leather.
Oh, it feels good playing this game. I'm enjoying it so far. And then you want to use the bucket on the swamp.
Wow, a whole bucket of mud. And it's mine. All mine.
What's the mud for?
Well, we will go back to Largo's room, and I'll explain what to do.
Let's go to the village of Woodtick.
Yeah, and you go back to that where you freed the alligator. You go back there. Well, I think we do get some money from the guy in the bloody lip later on.
Oh, so were we supposed to get shoe polish? Stump polish? Peg polish?
Yeah, we'll get that in a minute.
Okay.
Right. So if you look at the door, just cancel that for a second. Don't do. So just look at the door and
Nice door.
and then close it.
It doesn't seem to stay closed.
Now, what do you think you have to do now? Bucket of mud, closed door. That's your clue.
I'd better not touch them. It looks like somebody's trying to grow penicillin. They look pretty old.
Ugh. Have you worked it out? There we go. There we go.
I think I hear Largo coming.
Hey, what the hell? What's going on? Whoever did this is gonna pay. I can't get this thing off my head. When I get this thing off my head, somebody's gonna be real sorry.
Maybe I shouldn't have done that. He looked pretty steamed.
Oh no, you should. Okay, go back to Largo's room. And look on the back of the door, because now something's there. Oh, okay, maybe not. Oh no, follow into the laundry. Sorry, my bad.
I like the boots.
Or Garbosh's boots.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're
They are
making
cool.
me mad, Marty.
That's my name, don't wear it out.
Look, I want it free and I want it tonight.
Party tonight? Sure, I'll come.
I'm talking about getting my laundry.
Don't worry about me. I've been dry for 3 years.
I said I need it back tonight.
What? Yeah, we'll stay out all night.
This is useless. You tell them I'll be back to pick it up. Or else.
Okay, now go back to his room.
Defeating Largo has become a very important job to me. Fucking hate. I don't like Largo.
No, he is a very unlikable character, but he is a very unlikable character done well. There we go. That's what we want.
Nice.
Now we can go back to the laundry. And then you want to give the ticket to the old man, obviously. And then give him the ticket. I think you have to give it to him.
I'll see what we have ready for Mr. Legrand. I know it's here somewhere. I saw it a while ago. Now, where was it? Ah, here it comes.
That's a bra.
It is. And now we've got all 4 items for...
Nice April fresh scent. One of my
Just check the
favorites.
list.
There's
me.
strange little white bugs all over it. Great recipes from the International House of Mojo, page 139. Aunt Helen's special voodoo doll mix. Something of the thread, something of the head, something of the body, and something of the dead.
Right, we've got all 4. Now go back to the voodoo lady. And then once you see the voodoo lady, go back to Largo's room. We should have enough time to do this.
Back again, Mr. Threepwood?
About that voodoo doll,
Have you brought me the ingredients?
I have his toupee.
Not quite a part of his head, but maybe I can get some scalp fragments from it. Have you brought me any other ingredients?
I have some of his spit.
Excellent. You may keep the paper. Have you brought me any other ingredients?
I have the bone of his grandfather.
Perfect. Do you have the final ingredient?
I have this pearly white bra.
Yes, that will work. At last! Now I can make a voodoo doll to be reckoned with. Let me get my juju bag. And now for the ingredients. A dandruff flake from Largo's head. A single piece of Largo's thread. A drop of fluid from his body. A single chip off the bone of the dead. And finally, some miscellaneous voodoo herbs and seasonings, including monosodium glutamate. This ought to be good. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we assassinate? Largo, Largo, yeah.
Just the
Hey,
just
that
the
looks just
eyes
like
of her just look so
Thanks, voodoo
evil.
lady.
One more thing. Some of the ingredients were not the optimum specimens. It should still work, but it will have a limited range. You will have to get close to Largo. Very close.
Right, now we want to go back to Largo's room.
Back again, Mr. Threepwood?
I'd like to have my fortune read.
I see a hard road for you, Guybrush.
Many
It
games.
easy for you when you defeated LeChuck, did they? People only wanted more. You had to keep proving yourself over and over. The pressure kept mounting until you lost it all. Your fame, your fortune, the one you love.
Okay, that's enough. Do I know you from somewhere?
Ah, we often forget those who help us most.
We do?
It was I who told you how to do away with LeChuck. I told you where to find the voodoo antiroot and how to turn it into the powerful, ghost-dissolving potion you needed.
Oh, yeah, now I remember. Well,
Technically she
that's
didn't,
enough
because
voodoo
we
for
didn't.
me.
She
Bye.
disappeared and we didn't
So
go back.
be it.
Yeah.
It was the cannibals that told us.
Maybe she
Well,
was
told
one of
about
the
the room.
cannibals. We
Maybe.
don't know. She may have been
No,
in disguise.
I don't know actually.
Nah, she wasn't. They were all dudes, but
Yep, they were.
so now let's confront Largo
Indeed.
and end the Largo embargo.
Hey, what are you doing in here? Get out of my room and stay out.
I think you have to be quite quick.
A man's room is his castle. Ow!
Take that, you stumpy little dim-witted toad!
What? Who do you think you are?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood. People don't always recognize me. That's why I carry this!
I'm gonna tear you limb from limb. How are you doing that?
Largo the Grand, you are a no-good, vicious two-bit thug. I command you to give me back my money and leave this island.
Ha! I already spent all your money.
Oh, well, I command you to leave this island.
Just you try and make... Ow! What? Ow!
That'll teach you to mess with the slayer of the ghost pirate LeChuck.
What's that? You killed LeChuck?
As a matter of fact, I did. Quite an interesting story, actually.
The fortune teller said she did in LeChuck.
She did she? Does she have one of these?
Is that?
Yes, LeChuck's beard.
We have LeChuck's
Still
beard?
alive and wriggling.
Let me see that. Boy, it is alive. We've been looking for a living piece of LeChuck for years. Now we can bring him back to life. Look out, world! The most fearsome pirate of all time will soon sail the seas again.
Whoops.
Why didn't you use the voodoo doll, Guybrush?
I'm afraid it's true, Guybrush.
Fucking idiot.
If they have any animated tissue, they can reanimate his whole body.
Beard isn't
His body
tissue.
into a zillion gooey pieces.
Not his body, Guybrush. You destroyed his spirit form. His body was safely buried far away.
But by now it must be...
Rotten? Partially decomposed? Yes. And I don't think that's going to make him any more pleasant to deal with.
He's gonna be looking for me.
Yes.
He's gonna try to kill me.
Undoubtedly.
What can I do?
You're already doing all that you can.
What's that?
Hunting for Big Whoop.
Oh, yeah, I was doing that, wasn't I?
Big Whoop isn't just a treasure. It contains the secret to another world. Find that world, and you'll be able to escape LeChuck forever.
But I know so little about Big Whoop.
Take this book.
The Book of Big Whoop?
Big Whoop. Unclaimed bonanza or myth. And where'd you get this?
I checked it out at the Fat City Library. I foresaw your need.
Gee, thanks.
I used your name when I checked it out, so be sure and return it when you're through reading. The overdue fines in Fat City are pretty steep.
Gee, thanks.
So, Guybrush must escape into the Star Wars universe.
Oh God.
He did! Guybrush Threep Killer, I showed you, remember? Force Unleashed 2.
Yeah.
It should come out shortly after this special edition, actually.
Yeah.
So he escapes into Star Wars.
Yeah. You're right. He does.
So should we go to Woodtick? Or
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, now we can go and get the polish.
Big Whoop. Unclaimed bonanza or myth. This is fascinating. It says here there were 4 pirates. Rapscallion, the cook. Young Lindy, the cabin boy. Mr. Rogers, the first mate. And Captain... Good heavens! Captain Marley! Wonder if there's any relation. They buried their treasure along with plenty of... booby traps on a place believed to be called Inky Island. They made a map which they divided into 4 pieces, each man taking one. Rapscallion later opened the Steam and Weenie Hut on Scab Island. It was a huge success, but fell into disrepair after Rap was killed in a flash fire. Young Lindy drifted aimlessly, down on his luck until he mysteriously came into money while panhandling on Booty Island. He used the cash to bankroll an advertising firm which failed after its gross mishandling of the Gangrene and Honey account. Mr. Rogers retired off the coast of Fat Island. He marketed homemade contest grog brewed in a bathtub until his recent disappearance. Captain Marley vanished while sailing in the America's Cup race. His boat was leading at the time.
Now, that's about all for now. I've been Merrick D'Amato.
And I've been Classic Gamer.
And this is a pretty good, a lot of stuff we've accomplished for our first episode.
Yes. I'm
Ciao.
glad we got all the bits done with Largo. So,
Ciao.
ciao.
Hi. Thanks for watching. This has been played, edited, and recorded by me, Merrick D'Amato.
And he's been helped by me, Classic Gamer.
You can find a link to Classic's YouTube channel, Classics Gamer, and his Twitch in the description below. Please like, comment, and subscribe.